Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today I want to show you a little bit of different stuff. I want to talk about UV maps. It's something that comes up in a lot of my videos. You see me do them a lot of the time, and I wanted to show you what this is actually about. So I've looked for a very simple object that I made a few years ago, and it has a very simple but good UV map. So this is basically the map of the clothing that I work with here, and as you can see, when I install the clothing, it gets put on the object. So this is what the UV map actually does. It tells the program where the pixels of the 2D video of the 2D picture go on the 3D object. And yeah, obviously I've got a bit of a problem because this jacket has a cut in the middle where the texture is getting cut. So I'm adding a new UV map. I'm doing a very simple one here. As you can see, I'm just using a pre-made UV map, which is the tube template, the cylinder UV map template. You can see that I do them a lot myself, so that I can use them even better. And I will actually work in DazStudio as well in this video to show you how it works. In case I start coughing, I'm still a bit sick, and this is part of why I'm not doing this many videos right now and why I'm pausing on the Let's Play, but I will get to that hopefully sometime this week. But yeah. So right now I've fixed the UV map in a certain sense so that it's cut open like the object. As you can see on one of the scenes, there's actually a problem on the shoulders, so it's getting distorted on the shoulders because it's it's problematic. So what happens when I change the UV map? As you can see, it changes what part of the picture is getting used. If I take a big part or a small part, and if I skip on, as you can see, stuff gets white or stuff gets opaque when I'm out of the pre-made UV map. On the other hand, when I move my object after applying the map, it actually doesn't change the setting on the UV map. So I can basically put the map on and then change the object without distorting the UV map, unless I start cutting or adding or merging stuff. Then it gets complicated. Another thing that is special to Hexagon and Daz is when I apply textures on the object, or when I apply actual textures on the UV maps in Hexagon and save the whole thing, it saves the location which JPEGs are used. So it uses them when I import this, which I will show you in a second. And there it is. The coughing, I mean. So I've put up all the UV maps. I've put up all the textures on the UV maps, and here we are in Death 3D. We will see a little bit of nudity in this part, so I'm sorry for that, but I was actually sure I picked the one skin without any nudity, but yeah, this is kind of on me. Anyhow, this is the object. I'm used transfer utility to make it a shirt, so it's on the body, and now I'm giving the female another skin tone, so you can actually see better what I'm going to do next. Yeah, this one is totally on me. I chose the wrong one here, but yeah. So First thing I want to show you is opacity. Actually, first is I'm changing the lighting models from plastic to metallic and to matte, so that in the render it's actually the right color, the right texture, or it looks, it has the right reflection. And next, I'm setting this to the NVIDIA iRay pre-render, so this is how it actually looks when I render it. I use this option rarely because it takes a lot of CPU and stuff, so this is actually just for demonstrating this time. So this happens when I put on an opacity map. Opacity map is basically basically defines where is the object visible, where it is invisible, where it is somewhere in between. So basically, white means I can see my color. Black means I can see through it completely, and every shade of gray in between means I have percentages of opacity. So if it's gray, it's kinda see-through or sheer. If it's transparent. If it's white, it's non-transparent, and if it's black, it is completely transparent. So, next interesting thing is I can actually increase the tiles here. Yeah, I was looking for another skin here, but yeah, this is on me. I didn't find one. I didn't find the right one fast enough, so I basically just tricked and went to the back. So yeah, let's watch her back. Sorry for that. Again. Yeah. So next interesting thing is I can increase the number of tiles this uses. You can see there's still a bit of distortion. This is because the UV map is made by hand and is obviously not perfect. It's not made by hand, but it's obviously not perfect. I didn't put in all the work I could have. Anyhow, if I increase the number of tiles, either horizontally or vertically or both, it just copies the effect next to each other. So basically, yeah, it has more of the topics. Next interesting thing is bump maps, which I'm doing right now. So I want to give the object some sense of depth, and this is by using a bump map, which increases or which adds some kind of detail, of shadow, you could say, that isn't really there. So it's a flat surface, but thanks to the bump map, which again uses the UV map and gives the object this fake sense of depth. I'm rendering the first render right now. I hope you can see it. I have a few better ones at the end, though. So this is basically the three things that I use in my renders. UV map is for applying the texture. Opacity is for making it some shade of transparent, and as you can see, bump maps is for giving it depth. So this is basically not by me. This was a texture I found online for a lace, which I used in this case. And yeah, you can see me try to play around with it with different stuff. You can see some better and some not because of the different intensity of the colors that I use. Yeah, and apparently I have a lot of different bump maps and a lot of different transparency maps which I use. So here will be a small comparison. The first one is basically just a render with a hand-drawn or yeah, semi-hand-drawn textile bump map, so that the object doesn't look completely flat, but it looks like it has some sense of depth. So it looks a bit like textile, which is really helpful in applying some kind of sense, even if it's not really visible in this render right here. I will make a comparison with a completely with the same model without any bump map, and the difference is visible. It's not much, but it's visible, and it's enough to just trick the eye into having the sense of a texture here. This is basically about texture, about giving it some the feel of being metal, the feel of being fabric, the feel of being cotton or of silk or whatever else you want to use. Yeah, for triple comparison, I'm just resizing the windows here. Anyhow, that's actually everything I wanted to show you this time. There will hopefully be another video around this week and the weekend. And until then, I hope you're all okay. I hope you stay safe, and I will see you guys around.